Greetings, listeners. Did you know there are more than 24 hours in a day? It's true. For reasons ranging from as simple as void derangement, tempostatic hemorrhaging, and even tax efficiency, the local Red Rock City municipal government has removed, cordoned, or otherwise extricated an untold number of hours from our daily schedule. While our station generally errs on the side of the City Council's good judgment, listeners may find certain benefits from accessing these lost hours, provided you follow proper safety guidelines when doing so. To that end, we will today share with you a handful of hours you might access and do with as you need. The Double Hour. The double hour is a publicly available and relatively unrestricted method of temporal reversion, though rarely used. By accessing the double hour, an individual might return to a 60-minute time period of their choosing, making any desired changes before returning to an altered present. One might think that such a power should be more heavily regulated, but the process of accessing the double hour in and of itself presents a, if not difficult, tedious challenge. To enter the double hour, one must first acquire a leather-bound book from the alternate history section of the Mayweather Library, specifically one with bleached pages. These are no longer available for checkout by the public and must be obtained through alternate means. The listener should take the book to a windowless room with a single exit. Any windowless room will do, so long as the building in which it's located does not possess a flat or domed roof. Begin journaling everything that happens to you, in excruciating detail, continuously, without end. Even sleep is not excluded from this requirement. Access to the past through the double hour is restricted up until the moment journaling began. To embark for the double hour, place your pencil down and imagine your childhood room, the first that comes to mind. The more accurate the recollection, the better your chances of success. Then, simply exit the childhood room in your mind and find yourself in the past at the moment you desired. From here, you are free to make any changes you want and will effortlessly return to the present at the end of the hour. Just don't forget to return your book to the library. Even if you didn't get your book there, the library is still in the habit of collecting late fees. For obvious reasons, the double hour is impractical for the average citizen of Red Rock City to access or utilize. After all, nothing worth changing is likely to happen to you if you spend the whole time writing it down in a sealed-off room. However, some listeners have shared rumors that the City Council has found a way around this requirement. They state the council keeps an eyeless man hidden somewhere in the city, in a place where he knows all that occurs and records everything happening. With this knowledge, should any catastrophic event occur in the city, or worse, a member of the council lose an election, the eyeless man can be tasked with correcting the timeline. As of now, the station has no way to verify or contradict this claim, but it would help to explain why the eyeless man has become such an ill omen as of late. The Other 24. Some believe the Other 24 is the real Red Rock City, and that our existence is simply a dark and murky reflection of that bright, cheery world. A set of 24 hidden hours, comprising an entire day and night. The Other 24 is, at times, a spectacle to behold. To access, simply ask your reflection if it would like to trade places with you, just for a day, and then go to sleep. You will awake at 8 a.m. sharp in the Other 24. It's Red Rock, but not Red Rock. All the same streets, buildings, and parks, but with an entirely different set of denizens. Your favorite Chinese restaurant may now be a pizzeria where mint leaves and goat meat are the favorite toppings. The local arcade now sells strange pearlescent jewelry from a far-off land, the likes of which you've never heard of. Even your own apartment is home to a strangely tall family, not your own. This is Red Rock City, if none of us had ever existed. An alternate possibility in the most extreme sense. For those who know where to look, this place is a treasure trove where unique flora and fauna, valuable artifacts, and secret knowledge can be acquired. To return to our world with what you've gathered, simply tell your reflection that you've seen enough now and would please like to go home early. With the other 24, it's best to get in and get out, however, as though this world at first will seem oddly comforting, even intoxicating. The perceptive traveler will soon see the cracks begin to show. After 8 hours, even the most hard-headed listener will begin to detect the monstrous true nature of this reality. Wait a little bit longer, and the inhabitants of that other Red Rock will begin to see you as the intruder you are. While those with much experience and cunning have dared to stay up to 16 hours and the other 24, I'm afraid most of you wouldn't last that long. There is a reason the city council locked these hours away, after all. The Secret Hour. For the listener on the hunt for hidden information, a visit to the Secret Hour is a worthy endeavor. First, acquire a truth unknown by any other living soul. The more impressive the information, the better your ability to bargain will be later on. Head to Reedy Creek Civil War Memorial Park. If you've brought a worthy secret, it will look much different than it normally does. More alive. The posted and manicured trails are gone, replaced with wild nature and the scent of battle. The air is hazy, with a dampness that clings to the skin. Don't talk to anyone in a military uniform you may see there. They aren't reenactors, and you don't want them thinking you're an enemy. You are already in the Secret Hour. Follow the creek, sticking close and keeping your head down as the fog closes in. Proceed until you come across the freestanding and half-destroyed fort wall. At its base, a soldier is lying slumped, his uniform in tatters and the grass soaked with blood. He's dying from a bayonet wound, and just wants someone to talk to in his final moments. Oblige him. Ask him which side he fought on. The side that lost, he'll reply, but not the one you think. But enough of that now. Why not spend your secret here? Tell him. Its home is a little farther on, sir. As for us all, I suppose. Be on your way, then. He'll point you on towards a small light in the thick fog. Go towards it until you find yourself at the mouth of a cave, lit by a solitary lamp. Travel in, passing through the rust-colored cavern until you reach an ancient cistern. Decorations and ornaments characteristic of the native tribe which once roamed these lands hang from an impossibly high ceiling. They fade into darkness and seem to float among dancing light. Along the walls of the cavern are dusty glass mason jars, seemingly empty but capped tightly. Find a loose one and speak your secret inside. Though you can't see or sense him, you are in the presence of the secret taker. He will allow you to exchange your secret for one of equivalent value, or better yet, a small piece of Red Rock City's untold histories. Take your prize quickly and leave. A fair warning, however. You should know any secret left with the secret taker may one day be collected by another curious denizen of our city. Well, I wish it did not have to be said. Do not bring a lie to the secret taker, or worse yet, a truth stolen by unscrupulous means. If you do, you may find yourself face to face with the secret taker himself. After the hopeless pleading, the shrieking pain and sickening terror, well, whatever happened to you will be just another of the countless mysteries in Red Rock City. That's all we have time for today, listeners. Stay tuned for future broadcasts, and have a pleasant stay in Red Rock City.